Make that beat.
Hello everyone, my name is Miller and welcome to a surprise video on the 2.12 update that we should see released soon. Today I will fully discuss the Tumblr page which was posted by CSR Racing themselves. I'll go more in detail to what exactly it all means and I'll be dropping some speculations left and right. If you want to see the notes for yourself, link down below. Once the update itself comes out, I will then show the various cars and bring to light more information on it on a separate video. But today the only thing we really have is this Tumblr page and I'll go from top to bottom. Warning, there is loads, and I really mean loads, of information and events coming. Okay, first thing, what's new? And this is exactly what I mentioned on the season video, a tuning preset saving tool. From 2.12 on we will be able to save tunes for various cars so that we have a lobby killing tune saved, but if a showdown happens you can go out for the max performance without having to remember by heart the one you used to have when racing online with the risk of losing it. This is a great tool that was tested some time ago and received some good feedback on the community in general. In the past few days the tool popped up again for some Android players and it showed that up to 6 tunes could be saved per car. Next part, something else that I mentioned in the season video of last week, the next chapter of Elite Customs, but outside of Legends, named Sports Cars Collection. Which cars will be incorporated is not 100% known yet, but we do know that the final reward, if you get all the cars done, will be the 2020 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray convertible, a collectible item for sure. As I said before, we do not know the cars, but there are 6 I kind of can already predict. 2 being the Audi RS5 and the Mercedes-Benz C63 AMG 507, as they are both available in the Elite Showdown as option to race with. And then the other 4 being the Honda NSX Tier 4, the regular Huracan, the Porsche 911R and the Ferrari 488 Pista Spider. More information later onto why I think those cars. What exactly this good to know means, I don't really know. Now the Showdown Apex cars, a concept where probably ahead of time you will be able to see which cars will be the best to use in the upcoming showdowns. Basically, like for example in the next championship showdown it would show the TVR as the Apex car for that one. And then comes a list of cars, and first up, Elite Showdown with the 911R, so instead of the McLaren F1, which is a 6.9, the 911R will become the top car, proving this could well be an Elite Customs car in the end. This also indicates that the update will be out before next week Thursday, which is the first day of that showdown. Then the Championship Showdown, logically the Silhouette Huracan as it's the current milestone, and then some editing went wrong because they tried to list it all with bullet points, but noticeably here, the Ferrari 488 Pista Spider, Honda NSX and the regular Huracan. The 3 other cars I mentioned earlier, indicating these will be Elite Customs cars. Of course, speculations and not really confirmed. Next up, the first big event, the Hypercar Festival, which will be split up into 3 events taking part on the Storm Drain track. Not sure if this is a new track, as names are not really used into the game, but I'm quite curious here. It seems that it will also include a story involving Shax, Dana and Victor Kidd, and it's all about Tier 5 hypercars. The first mention, the Hypercar Forum, will be the biggest one I think. A 70 races long ladder with 5 cars to lock in and rewarding quite big with the amazing Porsche 935 running the Martini racing livery. Who doesn't want that one? But for the collectors out there, there's even better news. If we scroll down we can see the 5 locking cars mentioned. And if you used to spend money on cars in the past, this 935 might come to you without any additional cost. The first car in the list is the Koenigsegg Regera, which will most likely come out with a 20 times drop rate on gold and with a buff it deserved for a long time already. Then next up is the Zenvo TSRS chassis number 2, indicating it won't be the same car as the red one we have in game that you could win from an Evo Cup. And when you look online for other colors available, there are 2 other ones, with this blue one most famous from the Geneva Motor Show of last year, or this white version, which looks equally dope. Next up another Koenigsegg, and the return of the Jesko, but a special version again, Draco Red, which I think will be the cherry red version we saw some renders of online. Again a slightly different car to what we have in game, but definitely not lesser. Also it's a good car for newer players that rewards in the long run in terms of performance. First I'll jump over to the 5th in the list, a fan favorite, the McLaren Senna, a special carbon themed version with nice yellow accents by MSO, McLaren Special Operations. Apparently it is one of the 5 themes developed by MSO, but I wasn't able to find what the other 4 themes really were. but I saw some great renders online like this Can-Am version, or even better, this racing green one. So now we see 3 cars with new liveries, and a car which was already in-game as a gold star for a long time. So what happened with the 5th car on the list, the Apollo Intensa Emozione? Well, I think this car will delve itself deeper into the Batmobile style with the original black design. Looks quite promising, to be honest. So from where I see it, this will be an event that you can use the cars if you own them already from the previous specs, but they will become available again in a bundle or such with the new liveries as well. And all can be used in this event to win yourself one of my favorite Porsches, the 935, giving me flashbacks to the 935-77 or the even longer Porsche Moby Dick. This really is a fun car and the sound of it is amazing in real life. Moving on, we see a Trinity Cup, and this will basically be a duality cup with extra steps and an extra car, but more interesting with the Holy Trinity itself. The Ferrari LaFerrari, the McLaren P1 without the trademark, and the Porsche 918 Spider but with the Salzburg livery? Maybe the special livery version will be added to the pool of specs you can pull, or it will be a paid alternative to your free-to-use 918 Spider. If you don't have these cars, drop rates will most likely be activated, giving you a chance to get your own unicorn, as most likely loads of you guys still miss at least one of these. Yes, you heard me, a LaFerrari and a P1 on a drop rate on gold crates, and it's not even April Fools. The third part then seems to be completely Lamborghini themed. Another ladder race with this time consisting 65 races, with this time 4 lock-ins rewarding the big vanilla roadster we have been teased with for such a long time. Out of the 4 cars, 2 are paid and 2 seem to be free to get ones. The free ones are the SVJ Roadster, which can be pulled from crates, and the SC18, which you could have won an Evo Cup last year. Perhaps this one will return as a paid car if you didn't win it back then. The other car is the Lamborghini Sian FKP 37, but this with an ad personam livery, indicating it will come in a different spec. Not sure which one, as I can't seem to find pictures online of an ad personam version, but my guess would either be blue like the Centenario ad personam we have, or either the style like the original Coupe Centenario. And talking about the Centenario, I think this is the best investment in the game I've ever done. I can reuse it in this event again as a lock-in. So for me, I already own all 4 of these cars, and I'm good, and that sweet vanilla roadster will be mine. Done with the hypercars, onto the next event with the paid cars, the follow-up of the Fast and Furious, which will have an 80 races ladder with 5 lock-ins, as a part of a build-up to the finale to win the Dodge Charger Daytona. The mentioned reward here is the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 9 from Tokyo Drift, and it seems like you get to test drive it in the first 3 races too. But there will be 2 other events as well with a narrative, which will have loads of plot twists apparently, and not sure if again we will have a talking car, but it sure seems to be event packed. The list of cars for this Fast and Furious event consists of a car we already have in game, being the RX-7 with the Wheelside Fortune body kit, driven by Han in Tokyo Drift, but there are also 3 other cars. The Mitsubishi Evo 9, which will be the reward, but then also the Mona Lisa Nissan Silvia S15, which by the way has a sweet R34 engine in there from Tokyo Drift, and the Subaru Impreza WRX STI with a Wheelside body kit from Fast and Furious 4, really catching me way off guard. How the events will run and their order I do not know, but I do hope it's kind of spread like my butter on hot toast, nice and evenly. A nice mention here, it seems that past events will return for a rerun in case you did not complete them, which is good news for those out there who did not get the Jetta. And to finish off then the car list which we can expect, and like predicted it will be quite a short update. But I did not expect it to be only 2 seasons kind of short unless some cars are not mentioned. The added season price cars are the sweet McLaren 600 LT Spider and the BMW M4 GTS, but this time with the Veris body kit. This guy for sure is ready to hit the track. The mentioned prestige cars for those 2 seasons then are the BMW i8 and the Lotus Evora GT430. 2 cars which should not be too hard to own or not too crazy to upgrade. There will also be a confirmed increased drop rate on gold crates for the 488 Pista Spider on season 112 according to their count, but 104 according to our count, which could indicate a golden cup, but it also mentions it can help you out to complete the Elite Custom Sports car collection, confirming this will be one of the cars which will be customizable. Below that it mentions a Fast and Furious Evo Cup without text, which is rather odd and I have no idea what this means. Overall, a big update with loads of stuff to look out for, but with so many elite cars, I hope for a rebalance in elite tokens to make us at least advance faster in our progress. I have only done 1.5 cars in 2 updates, and they add 6 to 8 in each update, so something isn't right here. Other than that, for former spenders this will be an event to get loads of free content, for free-to-play players some bits here and there if lock-ins are favorable. But again, only 2 season cars indicates a rather short update, with 2.12.1 around the corner, or even 2.13, where we will see an anniversary event most likely, and for the 4th of July, Made in America event. And with that in sight, I'm done waffling for today. Get the joke, waffles because I'm Belgium. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, do not hesitate to leave a like. Subscribe for more content like this. My name is Mille, see you around, and keep racing.